because they were not Muslims when they met with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So those two of at-tabi'een, Yahya ibn Ya'mur and Humayd ibn Abd al-Rahman al-Jumayri, may Allah be pleased with them, they wanted to meet with some of the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam in order to inquire about a great matter. They were from Iraq. And Iraq was always an area of trouble and raising questions and disputes. So somebody by the name Ma'bad al-Juhani raised the issue of al-Qadr and belief in al-Qadr. If you notice that when Jibril alayhi salam, Angel Gabriel, asked the Prophet, peace be upon him, about faith and belief, the Prophet, peace be upon him, listed 6 articles. Number 6, the 6th article was, and to believe in divine destiny, it's good and it's bad. So Ma'bad al-Juhani was among the first to raise the issue that there is no qadr. There is no qadr in a sense that our deeds, we initiate them, and God the Almighty have nothing to do with our deeds. In order to be responsible for them, that means God did not know about them before taking place, did not play any role, did not create them, have nothing to do with them. Obviously, he was misled. And when he started spreading this false understanding and disbelief concerning the preordainment and the divine destiny, and nullifying and negating al-Qadr, these two tabi'een were looking forward for one of the companions of the Prophet in order to answer them in this regard. So they performed either Hajj or Umrah, and they got to meet with Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab. May Allah be pleased with him and his father. In Arabic, we will say radiyallahu anhuma. Normally, if we're talking about one of the companions who was a companion and his father too was a companion, then when we say may Allah be pleased with, we'll say with them, anhuma, with both of them, him and his father. And obviously Abdullah, the son of Umar ibn Khattab, was the son of one of the greatest companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, who was the narrator of this hadith. So they went to perform Hajj and they caught Abdullah ibn Umar while he was entering the masjid. And they asked him that we have some people in Iraq, in Al-Basra, who started this new ideology that there is no qadr and the matter, our actions are unuf. Unuf means that we initiate them from the scratch. God have nothing to do with our deeds nor with our actions, and he did not even know what we'll be doing. And this is the meaning of a free will according to their false and wrong understanding. So Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, who is the main narrator of this hadith, was very furious. And he said, when you go back to Al-Basra, if you meet those guys, tell them that by Allah, if any of them were to have as much as the mountain of Uhud, gold, that much abundance of gold, and he gives it in a charity, Allah will not accept it from him as long as he does not believe in Al-Qadr, as long as he denies divine destiny and the preordainment. By Allah, I am free from them and they are free from me. I disown them and I disassociate myself from them. Then he said, indeed, حدثني أبي عمر بن الخطاب radiyallahu anhu. Then he started saying to his questioners, Yahya ibn Ya'mur and Humayd ibn Abd al-Rahman al-Jumayri, my father Umar ibn al-Khattab have spoken to me and narrated to me an incident. So Abdullah ibn Umar was not present, but his father Umar ibn al-Khattab was there, and he was the main person in the meeting, and that's why the Prophet asked him by the end, "Oh Umar, do you know who was the questioner? Who was the man who came to ask?" So Umar ibn al-Khattab spoke to his son Abdullah ibn Umar about this incident, and now Abdullah ibn Umar recalled it and he narrated it in order to confirm that denying any of the articles of faith any of the 6 articles of faith, not believing fully in all of them would make the person a disbeliever, even if he believes in the rest of them. If he believes in 5 out of 6, he is still a disbeliever. And that's why he said, if any of them happen to give as much as the mountain of Uhud, a mountain worth of gold, in a charity, it will be rejected, because Allah does not accept from the unbelievers or the disbelievers. We said this hadith, as mentioned by some of the scholars, it encompasses the entire religion of Islam. It covers the outer and the inner actions, the actions of the heart, articles of faith, and the actions of the body, of the acts of worship, the prayers and the fasting, giving alms and performing pilgrimage, etc. So it covers everything. That's why Imam al-Qurtubi, the great interpreter of the Quran, may Allah have mercy on him, said, this hadith is considered to be the mother of the Sunnah. The mother, the foundation, the basis of the entire tradition of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The narrator of the hadith, Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, we would like to shed some light on his biography, not in details, because we're not about to study the biography of the companions, but at least to know who are they, especially those who were involved in this incident, such as Abdullah and his father, may Allah be pleased with him. He was a great companion, the son of Umar ibn Khattab. His nickname was Abu Abd al-Rahman. It is worth of mentioning here that Islam recommends, as well as the Prophet, peace be upon him, to adopt a nickname or a kunya, even if the person does not have children, even if the person is not even married. As a matter of fact, the Prophet, peace be upon him, asked Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, to adopt a kunya, a nickname. And Aisha did not have any children, so he said, take the kunya after the son of your sister, your nephew, Abdullah ibn Zubayr ibn al-Awwam, the son of Asma as well, Aisha's sister. So when we say from al-Mu'mineen Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, sometimes we say Abdullah, while she did not have children, let alone having a son by the name Abdullah. And sometimes the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to give children and youth nicknames. The father of such and such, or the mother of such and such, in order to make the youth feel responsible and grown up, show them that they have a position and a capacity in the community, yet they are children yet. Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, accepted Islam when he was a minor, and he migrated before reaching the puberty age. When we say he immigrated, this is not like going to Niagara Falls or going to any of the 7 world wonders in a visit. No. Immigrated, that he encountered the trouble of escaping from the Meccans in order to be able to observe his religious duties freely in Al-Madinah. Immigrated, that means he left his home in which he was born and raised, he left his toys, he left his friends, he left his possessions, into a land where he did not have anything in it. So he offered a great deal of sacrifices. Why? Because Allah the Almighty and the Prophet, peace be upon him, commanded the believers to immigrate from Mecca to Al-Madinah. Then on the Battle of Uhud, he wanted to join the Muslims' army. But the Prophet ﷺ looked at him and he saw that he was so young. So he rejected him. He insisted, but he rejected him. But he managed to join the Muslims on the Battle of the Trench, which took place on the 5th year after the migration of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Then he attended with the Prophet the Umrah, in which they were not able to fulfill on the 6th year, upon which they concluded the Treaty of Al-Hudaybiyah. And when the Prophet ﷺ delegated Uthman ibn Affan in order to negotiate with the Meccans so that they would allow Muslims to perform the Umrah, they captured him and they spread the rumor that they have killed Uthman ibn Affan. So the Prophet, peace be upon him, started taking the pledge of allegiance from his companions, who were about 1,400 companions in order to take revenge for